Happiness, jubilation everywhere as Super Eagles of Nigeria defeated Bafana of South Africa. Bystander South News stands on Flip TV with Michael Adekunle. Let's check out what we have on today's newspaper. Okay, Senate Films as number of Nigerians murdered in South Africa rises to 127. Federal government monitors CIIN deputy director's death probe in South Africa. Okay, Shiites becoming insurgents like Boko Haram, say reps. Senate seeks more security. NGF decries continuous payment of fuel subsidy. And let's check out what we have here. You can see the picture of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. You can check it on the front page of the Punch newspaper. Eagles shoot down Bafana 2-1 to reach Afcon semi-finals. You can see the picture of Super Eagles of Nigeria jubilating at the stadium yesterday. Okay, scores injured as Abiodun Akinlade supporters clash at Tribunal. NAFDAC shuts 3 Pomo factories in Lagos. NAFDAC shuts 3 Pomo factories in Lagos. Fatoyinbo, Aisha Buhari kicks as Abiara calls for caution. Let's check out another story here. APC under pressure to reverse indirect primary in Kogi State. Suicide. NAFDAC bans sale of sniper orders in open market. Okay, on to the next paper, which is the Vanguard newspaper. A very bold story here. Nigeria's public debt now 24.9 trillion naira, says DMO. Nigeria's public debt now 24.9 trillion naira, says DMO. Stop borrowing. Find other ways of raising money. LCCI tells federal government. Current debt profile can down Nigeria if borrowing continues, says Atiku. Ruga is a dangerous idea. Buhari was utterly wrong to moot it. Buhari endorses El-Rufai's report on restructuring, says Oshoba. Your language on advocates of restructuring shabby. That's what Clark is saying. Afcon, Nigeria Flogs South Africa 2-1, zooms into semi-finals. Killings, Senate wants South Africa, says enough is enough. Senate wants South Africa, says enough is enough. And let's move down to another story here. Rivers PDP to party elders, don't push us too far. Don't push us too far. That's what Rivers PDP are saying to party elders. Shiites, Senate wants culprits arrested. On Shiites, Senate wants culprits arrested. Reps warn federal government against another Boko Haram. We'll get list of ministerial nominees this week. We'll get list of ministerial nominees this week. That's what Lawan is saying. Displaced Zamfara miners flooding Ijesha land. Owa Obokun cries out. Governors decry continuous payment of subsidy by NMPC. These are the stories we have on the front pages of the Vanguard newspaper and the Punch newspaper. Let's join our reviewers for more reviews. I'll be right back.
To me, the Super Eagles of Nigeria really tried. They did their best, though. But according to what I noticed about the game, I noticed the previous match of the previous match of Nigeria with Cameroon, the guys were actually losing hope at the but along the line they pick up back and they will energize themselves. So prior to the match of yesterday, I noticed the South African team where their game was at high pace with the Egyptians. That was why they could be able to overcome the Egyptians, because the Egyptians were playing the same pattern of games with them. But I believe our coach, Claude Rock, who was able to do what? To observe the match of Egypt and South Africa. So he had to come back to his drawing board and tell them that, okay, fine, what we have to do now is what? Okay, we need to lower the pace of the South African game so that we can be able to do what? Overcome them. Had it been Nigeria had been able to play the same pace of game with South Africa, it would have been another different game entirely. But with the pace that we could be able to bring their pace down, so the South African players were confused. So they were like playing fast-paced game, and along the line, Nigeria was calming the game them. So the tempo of the game was so low, so that to be able to do what play according to our own pace. So it was our own pace that we could be able to use what to overcome them at the end of the day. So Nigeria really did so well. So I really studied. I noticed one thing. Then I noticed a champion spirit in the Nigerian boys game yesterday. So which means that they can be able to go far in the competitions.
Nigeria have qualified. I'm sorry, the Super Eagles has qualified for the semi-finals.
Yeah.
What are your expectations from them?
My expectations are I believe I'm expecting more calmness and more pace and more achievement. Like okay, fine, they have actually they have a dream of why they are there. Now once they are in semi-final, they know they are close to the glory. So they are going to, the fighting spirit will be high because they know expectations are coming here from here. You understand? More expectations are coming from here, so they want to do more. They want to prove more. So and they have their name and their family to work for, and they want to work for the glory of Nigeria to make the nation proud. So I believe with that they can be able to do more.
Okay, and let's move to another story here. Nigeria's public debt now 24.9 trillion naira, says DMO. Stop borrowing. Find other ways of raising funds. That's what SCCI is telling federal government. This rate of debt being committed this time around by the federal government is too high. What is your own view? What's your advice to federal government?
Actually, if I'm to come into that, I believe there are other revenues that we have in this country that can generate more income.
Okay.
In the time past, according to what I've noticed, I noticed agriculture has really gone a long way. Before even all this crude oil and every other thing, what we are baxing on is agriculture, cocoa, timber, and so on and so forth. So I believe in this new era, and I believe our governments have not been able to do more on the agricultural aspect sector. So I believe they can go more back to those age now. Now everything is now more civilized. So there's so many raw materials we can get from agricultural sector that can even go more far. You understand? And all these things can serve as revenue. Even this agricultural like forestry can generate more money from there. So agriculture is a very wide landscape that the federal government can get money from. So if they can work on that, more money will come from there.
Okay, and see another story here. And was the story saying, enough is enough. That's what Senate is saying. Now, warning South Africans, enough. Check it here. Killings. Senate warns South Africa, says enough is enough. Killing is going on right now, and the front page of the Punch newspaper, we have it here that Senate films as number of Nigerians murdered in South Africa rises to 127.
That's very bad. That's very bad. For the past 2 years, as well known, I know these killings have been coming up for many years. Because I believe, according to what I read most often online, I believe they said Nigerians has almost taken over their working ability there. Most of the South Africans, they don't work. Most of them. Because I have a brother there that told me, okay, fine, most of the companies, most of the factories are both headed by Nigerians, and the working rates of Nigerians there are more higher than the indigenes. So the indigenes, they don't really work that much. Even I was opportunity to work with Kroons. There's a company called Kroons. I have a job in South Africa. They work all over Africa. So they employ Nigerians mostly than even South Africans. We have South Africans that are working with the companies too. But I believe South Africans are they are this kind of they are people are this kind of people that they feel a bit relaxed. Fine, their government pay them. It's not like Nigeria, our government doesn't pay us. You have to strive and work for what you have. You understand? So over there they feel relaxed because they know the government is paying them. You understand? But we Nigerians, we are kind of people that we know we explore all over the world. You understand? Anywhere we are learned and educated people. Fine, anywhere we get, we always want to do what dominate. So I believe this has really outshined the South Africans. And like, these people are really taking possession of our rights. So that I guess that's one of the reasons why. So and this thing will continue to happen if the presidents of South Africa and Nigeria did not sit together. They need to sit together and iron this out, because the president of South Africa needs to do what? Address their country. There are most of their citizens that are here in Nigeria too. Even in my company, I have most of them where I work. She understand? And we're not doing anything to them. They live here, they go to club, they do all sort of things they want to do. She understand? So my own advice is that the leadership of this country, Nigeria, needs to meet with the leadership of South Africa, or even if the whole case can be addressed by the AU, African Union. She understand? That will go a long way. So that's what I have to say about it.
About that. I don't have about that. But I have to warn Nigerians to keep themselves. I discover so many of them, they show off in any way they go. But I think that is what triggers all these killings.
127 people have been murdered. I'm talking about Nigerians in South Africa.
I'm aware of it. But I think Nigeria government need to do so much research about it and know exactly what is going on. Because I discovered that some of Nigerians are also involved in those killings that's all about today.
But it doesn't really happen here. There are South Africans here and Nigerians don't do such things to them.
Really, I haven't come in contact in any South Africa in Nigeria.
We've not come in contact with South Africa. They are here, but we know the Nigerians are accommodating. So your advice to federal government?
Yeah, my advice is from federal government to take care of that. And Nigeria should restrain their movement from South Africa too.
We put more effort because we are still having another team as in another country ahead of, for which we believe that them too, at least anybody that enter quarterfinal, you know that they're a strong team. So automatically we need to make sure that we should not realize that maybe we have already entered quarterfinal, believe that okay, it's the end. So other teams too, they will make sure any team that we go to meet now, them to make sure that as in they win. So automatically we need to be strong so that we can defeat them.
Now let's move to another story here. Enough is enough. That's what Nigerian leaders are telling South Africans. The killings in South Africa. About 127 Nigerians have been murdered in South Africa. Do you think Nigerians should restrain their movement from South Africa?
The question is that, you see, what somebody don't really understand, you cannot say that maybe you want to analyze it. One, what is the cause of this killing? Is it today that Nigeria are believing in South Africa? The answer is no. Are you getting it now? Why the killing now just start now? I remember in 2015, when they started with the jury of Jonathan administration, which had a serious killing. You understand? I saw it in the newspaper then. But what Nigeria did about it, the youth have even protested at that period that okay, that Nigeria will react in Nigeria in this record that okay, South Africa are having a company different. You understand? That will so many things. At the end of the day, things start happening. We're having the people who will represent us. Somebody like the minister, what's the name, senator, all those things. What are they doing? You understand? At least enough is enough. At least not that by mouth. They're supposed to act towards it. Look, if a rat is disturbing you, you don't react immediately to make sure. I'm telling you, it will destroy so many things. That's what is happening. So since our leader does not have anything that they are just at the end of it, we just hear or sending a message to them. It's not a matter of message. We need somebody who is going to go there and meet their president. You understand? If they don't want us in their country, they should tell us. We withdraw them, let them come back home. So they let South Africa, they are having a business here, let them go there. Therefore, you understand? The only thing that Nigeria are contributing to their economy. Are you getting it now? So let's see who is going to be affected. So that is what is happening. So let our leader to act, not that to speak to us. We don't need their speak. We need them to act. So that is it.
Okay, let's move down to what is happening in South Africa now. Nigerians are being killed in South Africa. As I'm talking to you right now, about 127 people are being murdered. What advice would you give federal government?
Our president, chief of staff in Nigeria, is supposed to know what he's supposed to do to killing season in South Africa. And all of us is Africa. Football is just a form. If you lose, you take it like that. If you win, you take it like that. I myself, I say football as a form. It's not something that we kill your innocent people like that.
Not even about football this time around, but naturally, it has been happening for a very long time. As South Africans killing Nigerians, telling Nigerians to get out of their country, this, that. But we don't do that to them here. What advice would you give to federal government?
The advice I will give Nigeria government need to go there and talk with the president of South Africa. Yeah.
In fact, I was really surprised when I heard that Nigeria scored 2-1. The match from, let's say, Nigeria to South Africa, it's as if since all the match that I've been watching, it's as if that yesterday match was in fact over super than the one that I've been watching so far.
Since the beginning of this Afcon, right?
Yeah, and I want to even tell the government that should keep on as in developing more players and training them to the next future, so that whenever they are in football team or any game, they were able to as in participate, to know where and where to score or not to score, because the way they did it yesterday is as if,
Very, very impressive.
yeah, it's as if they have been training since all this while, not knowing that it is what they know that they use to win the match.
Okay, let's move down to the story. Nigerians are being killed in South Africa, and federal government is saying enough is enough. What's your own view about it?
Thank you. My own view about it is that about my own is that I just the Nigeria people should he or she should not say that kind of statement, because enough is enough to me is like abuse statement. If
Okay, what I'm trying to say is some Nigerians are being killed in South Africa, and you know the issue of South Africans and Nigerians have been going on for a very long time. Their citizens are always fond of killing Nigerians over there. So, do you support Nigerians still, residing or still staying in South Africa, or they should come back to their country?
my own is that they should still stay there, because if you say they should come, it's as if you don't want to associate anything with them. Do you get my point? It's as if you don't want to associate anything with them. If they come back for their own family, because I know that most of them, their family is not in South Africa. They are here in Nigeria, and I advise those that have family in Nigeria should come back and be with their family.
So there's something to you have to let people to know. We are excited because what unites Nigeria is football. You should know. So but today we are excited because of we win South Africa, right? Which we don't expect. But we are sad for what we are hearing from a news from South Africa, which is not supposed to be so. Are you getting it now? So please tell the government to put it right. That's what we need.
What do you have to say about Nigeria match with South Africa?
The match was very great. At the beginning, the Nigeria they started with a great spirit, which led to the first goal in 27 minutes. But within the first half, they were lackadaisical. They feel that they've won the match. So that led to the equalizing goal at the 70th minute. But I love their fighting spirit. They were energetic throughout to the end, and the fighting spirit get them back to the match. And when they scored the corner kick, from Kong, they was a great play. Those players, they are very young and they have a great future.
Moving on to what we have on the front page of the Punch newspaper, Senate Films as number of Nigerians murdered in South Africa rises to 127.
That's the only place we always have problem. I don't know why governments are not quick to as in they always react to problem. This xenophobic attack of South African Nigerians have been there for a very long time, and they've not. I mean, they should not be reactive. They should be proactive. They should look for how will I put it? As in look for measures. I mean, for crying out loud. We are the largest market for South African businesses. Then why are they treating Nigerians like riffraffs in their place? We give them, most of their companies in Nigeria, they're making billions. Yet they are treating us as if we are not human beings. They are killing Nigerians smart every time. The government should be proactive. It should enact laws, policies. I mean, our foreign affairs commission should bring out policy or measures to tackle let this thing end once and for all. It's not right. Every time we are having South Africans killing Nigerians, it's long overdue. They should do something.
We have South Africans here, and I don't think
Of course,
such things.
I've not heard of any news of a South African being killed by Nigeria for any reason. But every day they're killing Nigerians. So it's not fair. It's not fair. Our government should do something.
We are expecting with some winter and another one so that we can move forward to the final. Yes.
You watched the one between Cameroon and Nigeria?
Although I didn't watch that. I wasn't around when they are playing the game. I wasn't around there.
But I know you're excited about this one.
I was very excited yesterday. Yes, I really enjoyed the match. Yeah?
So energetic.
Yes.
Now let's move down to what we have here. A very tragic news coming from South Africa. Nigerians are being killed in South Africa. 127 people gone.
Is it one of the match?
No. The racism issue, xenophobic issues that have been going on.
We can't take that issue of now because that problem is a government problem. But if such a thing is happening, our government have to take action against that. So as they keep quiet, things will continue spawning in the country, which is not good. Because that means we have no good government. But the South African government should not be doing such a thing because we are the people that rescue them when they are in trouble. But now they are intending not to pay us in bad condition, which is very bad. So for me, I didn't like the way they are killing our people at South Africa.
Do Nigerians do that to South Africa in this place?
No, we don't do that. Nigeria love other countries. You know the way the Nigerians welcome to other countries. It's not like the other countries are welcome to Nigerians. But the way they are treating Nigerians in other countries, we don't treat them like that. We welcome them. Everybody are enjoying here. They are doing their businesses. But in other countries, they are destroying Nigerian image in the other countries, which is very bad. And we call ourselves the same African country. And we don't love ourselves. You see? All these are very bad.
And that's all we have for you today on today's edition of Bystanders at Newsstands on Flip TV. Do join us next time as we bring you another interesting topic from the newsstand. Michael Adekunle, still my name. Behind the camera, Latif Adeboale. In the studio, Michael Ojo, that's the editor. Till I join you on this same channel next time, keep having a beautiful day. Bye.